Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 83. In the previous part we finally managed to finish off in the gem mines, and we went through the sound portal, the song portal I think it's called, and that returned us to West Harbor, where unfortunately we can tell that things are not particularly good. We have some unnamed corpses lying around here. Georg Redfell, Webb Mossfield, and yeah. Can't loot them, what a shame. Our cleric friend, which I still don't know how to pronounce her name, indicated that she heard a child crying. So we need to just look around. Something specific we're looking for. Yeah. Something we've seen before, actually. Whoever did this... Oh, Brother Marion, he's dead as well. Yeah. Whoever did this is was an unpleasant individual. Okay, it was just a jump. Oh, okay.
This is where the sound is coming from. The wailing of the child is strong here. What is this place?
It was the site of a battle a long time ago.
There is a familiar sensation about it. It's not the sound. The vibration is in the air around it. It is powerful, very powerful. This place is a sacred place. Know that when we know more, we should return.
I'm guessing, based on the fact that she was saying she could hear a child wailing, I'm guessing that this is where the Dagon's wife was stabbed. Or was it our own mother who was stabbed? And of course, that's how our character ended up with a shot piece in her. I'm fairly sure that would be the site. But we need to go to the swamps, because of course, many episodes ago. We were in the swamp area with Bevel, and we bumped into a ruin. Oh well. We saw a ruin that we couldn't open or access because Bevel was saying that it had been locked for years. Years and years and years. By the way, I got a new SSD when my hard disk failed, and it is maybe not the highest quality SSD, but for its capacity, it was a fair price. I'm playing the game from the same SSD as I'm recording, and it seems to sometimes stutter, which is rather unpleasant. I hope it's not going to break too much into the recording. That's great. The graphics are looking a bit bizarre. Greater gloves of concentration. Anyway, we need to head to the ruins. The ruins are here. Thing. I do apologize if the graphics are looking a bit broken here. I will likely move Neverwinter Nights to another drive, just to make sure we don't have any incidents. Normally I try to avoid playing from the same drive I'm recording to, because that means of course the hard drive will have to read and write at the same time, which can be more or less funky wonky. This is the ruin that we used to go into, but that is sealed off. So The sealed off ruin is now no longer sealed off, which is a bit ominous. As you can see, there's an entrance marker, so we should probably, you know, just randomly buff up. Just, you know, just you never know. Divine favor extended. That's what. Demo seeing, why not? Use it all. Cool. Now we can head inside. The entrance, it is not sealed. What's wrong? It is not known to me. I'm going to pause right away. I do not think it is possible that the seals could have been undone by the warlock, no matter what his strength of will. Okay, I just want to make sure that my buff timer was not expiring.
Oh gods, what is that? It is a thrall of the King of Shadows, a Shadow Reaver. And there, behind it, is the statue of purification.
You have come far for nothing. The statue's power is spent. Another has taken it, but it will not stop us.
Another has undergone the ritual of purification? You speak lies.
But it does not matter. The thief has not completed the rest of the ritual, the parts you bear. Once you are slain and the other statues cast down, none shall stand against us.
Then as long as the other one who completed the ritual lives, we have a chance. All we have to do is defeat you.
Ah, Gith. Zerai. You cannot stop me. Why the Illithids use your people as slaves is beyond me. It was a waste to you both.
And why the King of Shadows would use you for a similar purpose is not known to me. But the fact that you cannot break his grip tells of your weakness.
Weakness? My power is more than enough to defeat you. More than enough to bring these ruins down upon you. Even if you should wound me, I shall reform within the veil of Merdelaine, as strong as before. I cannot be stopped.
If you seek to stop us, then go ahead and try. And I lost my boss. Talk too long, mate.
You are already defeated. You simply do not know it, but you will.
Know that speaking words does not make them truth. Prove it, thrall.
Okay. We are starting with a simple word, I think. I did not mean to move it. I meant to cast it right around here. Yeah, and then we can. Okay. Oh, you did cast it, but thankfully. Divine power. Double side. Oh, you died.
It is done. But know that we have only bought time, not achieved victory. We have only driven it off. It will return, as it said, and there will be more.
If the statue has been destroyed, we cannot complete the ritual.
No, but we do not need to. No, we must find the one the Reaver spoke of. the one who completed the ritual. We will need their aid to defeat the King of Shadows.
But that could be anyone. We don't even know who that is. I can't believe we came all this way for nothing.
Nothing. Know that we have completed 4 parts of the ritual. We have learned another holds the 5th. And most importantly, we know that our enemy fears our plans.
I know. I just feel like we should do something.
Know that this road is at an end, but time may have opened other roads to us. There is hope. You must believe it. Know that we have 2 weapons against the King of Shadows. The ritual in all its parts, and a fully forged sword of the Githyanki. We will need the sword no matter what transpires. Let us pursue that path, and perhaps the second path shall be revealed to us.
Why don't we look for whoever completed the 5th part of the ritual?
Whoever completed the ritual did so for a reason. And that reason means they will be searching for us. Know that the intention of completing the ritual says more than it may seem. Whoever has done this has done so to hurt the King of Shadows. And to do that, they will need a silver sword just as we do. In so doing, they have set foot upon a path that must cross ours. And if we have a silver sword, the time of that intersection will come quickly indeed. Amangero knew much of the Githyanki silver swords. Finding his haven and recovering the knowledge of those swords is the only step we may take on this path now. We should return to Crossroad Keep, to the lore keeper who was imprisoned there with me, Aldenon. He knows much of Neverwinter, and he may know more than we of where to find some trace of Amangero.
Cool. So it looks like we gained a lot of experience upon it. Cool. Let's see if there's anything to loot first. Looting is important. So, here's the thing, right? We have 4 out of 5 parts of the ritual. The running low on inventory space again. Flip my. The statue is smashed, so we can't get the 5th part. Which unfortunately also means that whoever's got the 5th, done the 5th part, we need to ally with whatever the case may be. That is not a particularly good thing, is it? Because I mean, it is fairly obvious that whoever completed the 5th ritual is likely the guy we saw running through summoning demons, and he's likely also the one responsible for the slaughter of West Harbor. We know that he was responsible for the slaughter of one of the Neverwinter 9. So what we are talking about here is an individual who are not particularly pleasant. Yeah. Anyway, let's do some leveling up before we go through the portal.
Make your path mine.
Listening, really?
Good.
Yes.
Something you want?
I want you to level up. Finish. And finally ourselves. I do want to pay and point something out. Fortitude 15, Reflex 11 and Will 13. So let us level up and we'll get another power level. And we'll get more points in Charisma because that's the only stat we care about. And then we'll get the skill ups that we can skill up. Divine Grace, and now our saving tools are slightly more improved. 22, 42, 17 Reflex and 19 Will. This is why high charisma classes want to carry a few levels of Paladin, because the Paladin adds, at level 2, adds their charisma modifier, if positive, to all their saving throws. So we just gained a +6 to all saving throws. Very, very powerful. But we are not quite done yet. Let us, as she said, return to Crossroad Keep. We will have to solve spells and all that kind of stuff at a later time. It's fine. Oh, cool. Now, of course, we could always flatten these orcs on the way out, but I see no reason to.
Follow me, everyone.
No,
Grab a buddy and let's head out.
just want to make sure because it sounds like I have lost sound, but thankfully it doesn't appear that I have. So I was half expecting something not being quite right, and the game crashed on me, and I had a few issues coming back in, but eventually I managed. We are back at Crossroad Keep, and what we basically have to do is just go and vendor stuff, because we still need some money. So whatever vendor is nearby will do the trick. You can see things are looking up here. Of course, our amazing keep is actually one whole keep. Basically, any item I have that goes spare will be sold. So. With Ariel, we'll probably do. Oh, cool. Don't know how much, huh? Gave us an item. Oh, it's nice of him. Like to see your wares. 288,886 gold. Always nice. So before we end this part, because it's going to be a part added to another part, because of course the game crashing, which is always useless. We need to go in and do two things inside the keep. We have the golem part things that we need to hand into Grodnar in the basement, but there's one individual I completely forgotten to speak to. Oh.
Heard you had some trouble back in Neverwinter walls. Bad enough to make you flee to Old Owl Well.
There are troubles within and without Neverwinter's walls. Both must be faced.
It's just that I thought paladins were loyal to a fault, but had a hard time believing Neverwinter was right all the time, did you? It surprised me, because I thought paladins were supposed to be devoted to a cause, to a nation, to its people, no matter where it leads, or what your king commands.
My problems are my own, not Neverwinter's, or yours.
Of course not. A virtuous man like you probably wouldn't dream of lying to yourself. It's just, as I see it, a man's gotta be honest not only with himself, but with his comrades and his allies. And if a man loses faith and allegiance to something as big as Neverwinter, well, he might go a little too far in the other direction, and lose himself to a woman next. Might even follow her into death, drop all his paladin vows right then and there. Is that something you want on your head?
Do my feelings for her really cause you that much concern?
Concern? No. I'm just worried about what kind of trouble it's going to bring if you aren't honest with yourself this time around.
Yes.
That's very intriguing. So we can deduce from that I mean, I think it's obvious that my female character has a certain interest in Casimir, and I've sort of been trying to encourage that process. But apparently, I mean, he's openly admitted, of course this character would know. This is a question of something the character doesn't know, but the player knows. And that he has acknowledged that he actually cares for our main character. Anyway, Guide of the Road, we haven't spoken to him. I've seen much of the road during my time, but apparently saw a few found old guy many a time. It's just going to be the usual kind of thing, offering welcome to the keep. Can you teach me your secrets? I'd like to know more about you. Tell me about your maps. And basically, we still have some locations we need to discover and tell him about, and then he will, at some point or another, see fit to tell us about various things. So we just need a Grabna. If I can find him, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Some way I can help?
I think I've got some pieces for the construct.
Oh, really? Let me see. Oh my, yes, this should help nicely. Let me see what I can do with this, and what I have here. There we go. Needs a little more, I think, but it's well on its way.
I'm going now. Farewell. Intriguing. So, time to head upstairs. And I will end this part here. When we come back, we are going to deal with whatever keep things we have to do for the next foreseeable gameplay future. So, on that note, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.